Today we're painting Adeptus Mechanicus Manipulus, and the first thing we're doing is the white overspray for the under highlight. And here I'm just trying to catch the edges of his coat, and then his skin. Not too worried about any overspray, as everything else will be painted in a metallic. So first color I'm using is lava orange, and we're focusing this on his robe. And again, we're not too worried about overspray. So next we'll be using Phoenix Flames, and this is highlighting over top of the lava orange. This paint's a little thinner, so you kind of have to build it up. If you hit it in one spot too long, it'll start webbing. So I just like to, spray it until I see it gloss over, let it dry, and then go back and hit it again. And by gloss over, I mean you can see where it's glistening, where it's wet. So the first color we're basing with a brush is plate mail metal, and we're just slopping this on there. We're basing pretty much everything else on the miniature. So that's what he's looking like with the plate mail metal. So now I'm using shining silver, and you won't be able to see it that well right now, but after the wash you'll definitely be able to see it. But we're just dry brushing over top of the plate mail metal. Just catching the edges on everything. So next we'll be using mummy robes, and this color I'm using for his skin tone. And the rims on his cloak. So he's got a collar around his neck, and then the ends of his sleeves that will get based mummy robes. And he's also got the two stitching pieces on his hood, and the belt around his waist, the rope. So we're going to be washing that in soft on everything that we did mummy robes, besides the skin. So next we'll be using blue tone, and we're using this on this skin. And we thinned it down a little bit because we don't want to, you know, make it completely blue. We're just wanting to give it that shade, a light shade. So now I'm going to be doing the oil wash, and I just thin the black oil down with mineral spirits, and it's probably like a 1-to-2 ratio, 1 part oil, 2 parts spirits. It's a little bit thicker than a wash, but it's not as thin as a wash, so it allows me to get the full coverage that I need to completely darken the whole metallic on the model. So after we got it spread out, full coverage on the metallics, we'll go back with a dry sponge and we'll just start wiping away. And this is where you can see the shining silver coming through, especially on the trim of the armor and above the above his waist there. I find that using, you know, most of the time you would want to use a wet sponge with mineral spirits. It's easier to wipe away, but I found that with smaller details like this, if I was using a wet sponge, it would just wash out the oil in between. So what I did here was spray it with a matte varnish from AK Interactive, and it gives it a really cool finish look. I really like the way that looks. Yeah, ultra matte varnish. So now I'm be doing the highlights. And so I'll just be dotting the lenses. He's got a couple pipes on him that I'll pre-highlight. He's got some tubes on his staff and on his back. And then as for his, he's got 2 weapons also that I painted just like I did him, that are magnetized, so I did it separately. He's also got a monitor that I base white. So I'm going to be using Kraken skin as my highlight color. It's a pretty powerful color, especially over white. It doesn't need much to get that glow effect. So I've got everything highlighted. Here I'm just using the Phoenix Flames. So I went back on the face and I just did a dark wash because I didn't like how bright this face was. I felt like it was getting muddy, so I just wanted to darken the face a little bit. But he's got his 2 weapons, which I painted the same way, you know, plate mail metal, and then dry brush shining silver, and then the oil wash and then the white highlight with the Kraken skin. And that's what it's looking like. This is a really fun paint job, but I like the style of the oil type paintings with the clear coat. It gives it like a more grungy horror look. So thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see y'all next time. Hey guys, feel free to check us out on Instagram or supporting us on Patreon. We have a couple new tiers we've added that might interest you. Our Trooper tier, you can send us one of your miniatures and we can make a painting tutorial for you. And you can use that as a guide to help you paint the rest of your army. All our links will be in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching.